If you think the legal battles are chaotic, you can't miss the upcoming story. Willie had no choice but to guarantee that he would handle it soon, so he rushed to the jail to meet Uncle Buck. She planned to get Uncle Buck to spill the beans on the weapon's hiding spot, but before she could even shoot, she got hit. Willie rushed to find him, but ended up getting shot too. It turns out Uncle Buck had already hired a private detective to dig up his dirt, which really shocked Willie. Uncle Buck seemed quite confident about the upcoming trial since he knew the cops hadn't found the murder weapon. He wasn't keen on handing over the gun, but he also didn't want Willie to catch on. Uncle Buck seemed overly confident, as he knew the cops were still clueless about the weapon, and he was not in the mood to cooperate either. Willie was about to get up and leave when Uncle Buck decided to tell him a story about picking eggs on the farm back in the day. As long as you look closely enough, you can always spot those hidden cracks in the egg. Although Uncle Buck's taunts were infuriating, the existing evidence still gave Willie a sliver of hope for it. The trial day arrived, and Willie called the gardener, doctor, and Robert to testify. The gardener confirmed no entry or exit from the villa until police arrived. Mary's doctor confirmed. The bullet had gone straight through his brain's frontal lobe, causing irreparable damage. Faced with the damaging witness testimony, Uncle Buck in the defendant's seat seemed unfazed, even chatting away like it was just another day. It wasn't until Robert testified, confirming that Uncle Buck admitted to shooting his wife, that Buck finally snapped out to have his days to object. Uncle Buck's words stunned all present like a bombshell, enraging Robert. Robert lunged at Uncle Buck, crashing down on him, and the courtroom erupted into chaos. The only witness who could prove Uncle Buck shot the gun was rendered useless, making Willie realize just how scary his opponent truly was. The only card Willie had left was the confession document signed by Uncle Buck. However, unexpectedly, during the following conversation that was organized by the judge, the last remaining bargaining chip was also completely smashed by Uncle Buck. Willie argued fiercely, but the judge warned that without new evidence, Uncle Buck would be freed immediately. The case's reversal utterly derailed Willie's plans to switch jobs, as his current boss, Noel, was already miffed about his double. To prevent further disgrace to the firm, he urged Willie to leave at once and would assign another to the case, worsening the situation. The big boss at the new firm also lost faith in him due to the case's twist. Luckily, his beautiful boss, Gilly, saved him from total disaster, allowing him to temporarily keep the new job offer. When he got home that night, Willie stumbled upon a package at his door, and when he opened it, inside was a cracked eggshell, obviously Uncle Buck's version of scrambled eggs. This reignited Willie's competitive spirit, and the next morning he confronted his boss, ready to take full responsibility for the cases. He begged to keep handling Uncle Buck's case, but his boss advised against it. He explained that if he lost the case, not only would he say goodbye to the new firm, but his current job would also be at risk. Willie remained unmoved, and eventually, with his insistence, his boss agreed. This time, Willie wouldn't mess up again and rushed to the police station, asking the detective to continue searching the villa. Then he hurried to the hotel where Robert and Mary were sneaking around. Although he didn't find any new clues, he learned from the hotel manager that the system should still have the surveillance footage from around the room on the day of the incident. However, filtering through the footage would take some time, so Willie headed to Uncle Buck's office. Surprisingly, before searching, he received a prison call from Uncle Buck, who'd expected Willie's visit. Faced with Uncle Buck's fired queries, Willie could only hang up in helplessness. As time ticked away, neither Willie nor the detective found any clues about the murder weapon. The only hope now was that Mary would wake up again, so she could personally testify against Uncle Buck. Subtitles, but Mary's primary doctor quickly poured cold water over his hopes. The bullet had pierced through her brain. Even if Mary gained consciousness, she might not remember what happened during the incident. Just when Willie was stressing over the lack of evidence, Robert found him again. He told Willie that the killer was 100% Uncle Buck and that all Willie had to do was request a retest in court. Robert could pull some strings and that would allow for ballistic tests to turn them into evidence. Although Willie wanted to send Uncle Buck to prison, going down the road to perjury crossed his moral boundaries. Time to go home. What else do you have? Subtitles. Just at that very moment, the hotel manager called to inform that they had already found the surveillance footage from the day of the incident. Subtitles. But upon checking, Willie found that the hotel surveillance footage was far too blurry to discern any faces. Nevertheless, the body shape and posture made it clear that it was Uncle Buck who had entered the room. This left Willie completely hopeless. The night before the court hearing, Robert called him again. He said, "I've got the evidence from the scene sorted. All you need to do is submit it to the court," but Willie hung up without a word. Don't you want to know what happens next? Don't forget to subscribe. Our courtroom drama is about to unfold.